What's up, kings and queens? Welcome back to my channel. I am the Eva Monroe. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on my channel today. If you're new to my channel, well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back, see me again. So today we're going to have some fun because we're going to take a trip down memory lane. Now, few things, in my opinion, trigger memory like scent does. And sometimes good and sometimes bad because unfortunately some scents or fragrances are associated with negative memories as well. But for the most part, when I think about things like my grandmother, I think about the way she smelled, or I think about the smell of certain foods that she used to cook. But scent definitely triggers memory. And I have some old school fragrances from the 80s and 90s that I'm going to be sniffing today, and I'm going to be sharing some of my scent memories with you guys. And I can't wait to see you guys share your scent memories with me in the comment section below. So there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this video, so stick around to find out how to win something today. But I have some male and female fragrances here that I'm excited to talk about. So let's go. So I'm a 70s baby, but I'm a 90s lady. Because 90s was when I really started to come into my womanhood. This is when I started to really fall in love with fragrances. But all of these fragrances are from the late 80s, early 90s. But this very first one, I ordered this fragrance offline just for the purpose of this video. And when I opened this fragrance and I smelled it, you guys, I got teary-eyed. I legit got teary-eyed, and I'm going to tell you why. So it's 1989, it's holiday season, and my mother has always been big on Christmas, and I got that from her because I'm a huge holiday person. I love having my family and friends around. I love the smells associated with the holidays. I just get so happy around the holidays. A lot of money gets spent, but I still love the holidays. So there were 6 of us. So my mother, even though we were broke, we didn't have anything, from September to December, my mother Christmas shopped with whatever dime and nickel she had. She bought Christmas gifts for us. And 1989, 2 days before Christmas, the Christmas tree had tons of presents all wrapped up underneath it. And as anxious little kids, we were like, can we just open one? And my mom was like, y'all ain't opening shit till Christmas. Don't ask again. So we went to bed 2 nights before Christmas, and we woke up Christmas Eve morning, and all of the presents were gone. All of our presents, all of the meat in our freezer, our television. In the middle of the night while we were sleeping with, I don't know, possibly visions of sugar plums dancing in our heads, we got robbed. Someone took everything. And to tell this story, it sounds like it still doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like it happened, but it really happened. And my mother woke up first, screaming and hollering. Then we woke up. Now, we were sad because we didn't have a TV. We were, sad because we didn't have food in our freezer. But we were devastated that we didn't have any Christmas gifts. We had nothing. So Christmas morning comes, and of course my mom and my grandmother, they put together some, candy and things like that for us so that we wouldn't feel like we had nothing. And later on that afternoon, my mom comes running in the living room. She's like, oh my God, I forgot to wrap something. There's one gift. It's in my room. So she runs in her room, she digs in her drawer, and she comes running in the living room with a gift for me, which was an Exclamation gift set with the lotion and the Exclamation perfume. You guys, I have never been so happy to have something ever in my life. I will never forget how I felt every time I wore this. It just melted my heart away, and I thought I smelled so damn good. I used to cover myself in this, and go to school, and the teachers will be like, Eva, oh my God. Because I've always been hashtag Team Heavy Spray. But now my dad, because my mom, she wanted me to be a girl because I was a tomboy and she wanted me to do girly things. She wanted me to wear lip gloss. She wanted me to wear lots of dresses. But my dad was a hater. He wasn't having none of that. So I got in the car with my dad one day and he said, how you doing, honey? And I said, I'm good. And he had the hardest head whip I've ever seen in my life with the most evil look on his face. And he said, are you wearing Exclamation perfume? And I was like, yeah. And he said, you can't wear that. That's for grown women. One of my girlfriends wears it and I love it. And you're not going to be running around here smelling like a grown woman. I was confused as hell and I was sad. I was crying. He told my mother, he was like, she cannot wear that. Because my dad was a ladies' man, you know. He liked the ladies and the ladies liked him, and except my mom. My mom wasn't too fond of him. But I had to sneak and wear this. But when I smelled this, this made me think of my father, God rest his soul. I just got so teary-eyed. And this still smells to me today like it smelled in 1989. And don't judge me. I'm wearing this. I don't care if it's to bed. I don't care if I cover myself in this on a Saturday to go to Walmart. I'm wearing this because I'm in love again. Exclamation. Yeah. It makes me feel like a proud 12-year-old girl, and damn it, I'm here for it. Now, the next fragrance that I have fond memories of in my youth is none other than Youp Home, aka Jupe, because I guess it's really pronounced Youp, right? The J is silent. You guys, fellas, I still like this. I still like for my husband to wear this. Whenever he wears this, walking down the hall, I'm like, oh my God, you have on Youp today. I dig this. This doesn't smell dated to me. It smells just like it smelled way back when I can remember the guys wearing this. Now, I remember guys would go ham on this. And if you went ham on this, you could clear a room out real quick. You still can, because this is really like vintage beast mode in my opinion. So if you haven't smelled this in years, check it out. I love this. This is good to me. Youp. Now, this next one is one that I used to sneak from a friend of mine's mother because she had a large perfume collection. And whenever I went over their house, I would go and sneak in her room and either cover myself in Liz Claiborne or Nicole Miller, because they were two that I was really fond of. This is Liz Claiborne for her. This is the EDT version. I was in Marshall's walking around doing my thing, and I ran into this and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I gotta talk about this in my video. So I went to the car because, you know, Marshall's don't have testers. And does anybody else like go in their car and tear open fragrances? And I use the receipt typically to use for my tester strip. Am I the only petty person who does that? But I got in the car, got the receipt, sprayed it, and I was like, what the hell? I don't remember this smelling like this. I don't really enjoy this. It has that thing that I remember it having, but there's something slightly different going on here. It's kind of nice, but it's just not my flavor. I don't think I would wear this, but Liz Claiborne for her. Now, I also talked about in my last video with vintage fragrances, Liz Claiborne for him, which was one that back in my day, you know, you had to have a little piece of change to wear this, you know, because back then they didn't sell this in Walgreens. They sold this in the department stores. But this one I don't find to be too bad. And as time goes on, I kind of find that I like it. I actually like it a little more. This is really not a bad fragrance. seems very citrusy, but it's really not bad. It's not beast mode, but definitely some I think you would wear when you just want to smell clean, or you're going to work or some type of situation like that. Definitely not bad. So Liz Claiborne for him. I still don't remember the bottle looking like this. I thought the bottle had a frosted I thought this was frosted. So I think they've changed that, but don't quote me on that. Now, all the guys wore Drakkar, right? Guys, I think guys used to love to be able to tell you that they were wearing Drakkar. Drakkar and Polo, but Drakkar. Always, if you asked a guy how he or what he was wearing, the way that he said it was always very special. He would always say, I'm wearing Drakkar. This, in my opinion, it kind of airs a little bit along the lines of barbershoppy, in my opinion, but I don't find this to be bad. It kind of has that old school vibe, which I'm a little bit confused about, because even when I try to break it down for myself, when people say it smells old school, I really try to figure out, like, okay, what is that? I guess now maybe, the notes and things that they use in fragrances are more advanced. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But this is nice. I could honestly see smelling this on my husband. I'm not a huge barbershop fan. I will let you know that now. But this is not bad. Just a little bit barbershoppy to me. But very nice. Drakkar Noir. Now, later on, I'm going to go, speed it up in time a little bit, and I'm going to go back again. But I'd say about 1999, I was in the club, because I used to love to go clubbing when I was in my 20s, because it was the thing to do, right? You hang out in the club. So I'm in the club one night. I will never forget the song that was playing. Next, Too Close. Feels like we're dancing kind of close. I remember that song playing. I was standing there, of course, with my drink in my hand, dancing to myself, and a nice tall gentleman approached, and he asked me if I would like to dance, and I said, absolutely. So I remember dancing with him and getting a whiff of what he was wearing, and I was like, wow, you smell nice. And he said, I'm wearing Eastie, and I had never heard of it. I was like, who? So I had to find this. I was like, what is this? Is there a women's version of it? And I found later on a women's version of Eastie. Now, this was what I wore whenever I wanted to smell like I had more money than I really did. Like when I wanted to smell somewhat expensive. Actually, this was actually gifted to me back then, because someone asked me one year what I wanted for Christmas. I was like, I want Eastie. And they bought me Eastie. I like this, strangely. Now, it has that Eastie thing going on in it. Could I see myself wearing this today? I kind of could, on days when I just want to smell clean and I'm not looking for that heavy beast mode thing that you guys know I look for. This is actually still very nice. Kind of fresh with some edge to it, just that really, and it's really kind of strong as well. I could see myself rocking Eastie again, Eastie. Not bad. And I think this sells for like, I want to say like $20 or something like that. Now, I was going to get the Eastie Pour Homme. However, it's still kind of up there in price. So a lot of people must still wear that because it wasn't cheap by far. Now, the next one is one you guys know. I start blushing and batting my eyes when I talk about this fragrance. And I'm going to try not to do that today because people were coming for me in the comment section about the fact that my ex wore this and I bought it for my husband. But let me tell you guys a little bit about how long ago the ex wore this. So I was 17 and my boyfriend, he was a little bit older than me. He was like 18, 19 maybe. He came to me one day and he told me he was going to Saudi Arabia to Operation Desert Storm. And I was like, what the hell are you going there for? So he was going to war. So he left. He went and spent a whole 365 days plus in Saudi Arabia. And of course, there was no Skype, there was no FaceTime. He was just gone. I think I might have wrote him a letter. He might have wrote me back once. And he came home, and he was just a mere boy when he left. But when he came home, he was a grown man. He was a grown man. He came to visit me as soon as he came home. He pulled up in the driveway in his brand new car, got out wearing brand new clothes. I remember running up to him and hugging him, but the main thing that I remember is the way that he smelled. He smelled so good. I was like, oh, you smell wonderful. And he said, I'm wearing Lagerfeld. And ever since then, it's been a wrap. Does it smell a little bit different than it did back then? It does. Has it been reformulated? It has. People tell me that you can find the original formulation somewhere. I don't know where. This is close enough for me. I like this. I enjoy it. I think it's grown man-ish. I love this. When my husband wears this, I like when he wears this in the wintertime. Like when we're going out at night, he'll wear this. I enjoy it. And trust me, my husband's even way older than I am. But he is not concerned about what my boyfriend, when I was 17 years old, was wearing. He just knows that I like it. And if I like it, he'll tell you he likes it. So that's how we do things in this house. Now, the next fragrance is one that had not even crossed my mind until I was talking to a guy in the jewelry store about a week or so ago, and I asked him what was his favorite cologne, and he told me he wears Curve. And I was like the Curve, like from the 80s Curve, 90s Curve? And he said, yeah. And I was like, you wear that? Okay. So I had to smell it for myself. And this is it. I found this on Amazon. May have been $10. I had to see, like, what? I mean, why? You know, there's so many nice fragrances out there in the world, but this is a nice fragrance, you guys. This is legitimately a nice fragrance. Doesn't smell dated, doesn't smell vintage, just a nice fragrance. Again, it doesn't have that edge, but I can see, like, if you're in a situation where you got to be close up on people all day, this would definitely be a very safe scent for such a thing. This is not bad. Curve. I like. Now, you guys know how I feel about Polo Green Bottle, right? When I first met my husband, this was all he wore. This was all he wore. And in the beginning of us dating, I was never going to say, hey, I hate your fragrance. I didn't want to say that until I could replace it with something else. Now, there's a whole army of people out there that go hard for Polo Green Bottle. And every time I speak ill of it, they come with guns drawn. It's just my opinion, you guys. I'm just not fond of this. It smells a little too mature, in my opinion. And although my husband is a very mature man, I just don't enjoy him smelling like it. I'm just not here for Polo Green Bottle. It's not all bad, but it's just not. It's not my flavor of the week. Wouldn't be my first choice. But he is almost gone. So, now, the last one that I'm going to talk about is one that when I was in school, all the guys wore Cool Water cologne. Cool Water cologne. All the guys loved Cool Water. And I can remember this. I associate this mixed with sweaty armpits after gym class and football practice and coming out into the hallways and it just smelling like BO and Cool Water cologne. Cool Water. Now, Cool Water is another one of those fragrances that I don't think that this has switched up much. I used to like this on guys back in the day, and I've actually purchased this for a few guys in the past. But I still think it's very nice. It's a very nice, safe fragrance. Now, I recently did purchase the newest Cool Water release for my husband, and when the box came, it went straight into his bathroom. And I haven't even had an opportunity to play in it because they actually had a 2019 release. So I need to smell that and see what it's all about. But this is very, very citrusy, very clean, but still a very nice fragrance. Very nice. So those are my fragrances from back in the day when I was young. And so again, I'm so excited to hear some of you guys' scent memories that you associate with fragrances. Now, I said there was going to be a giveaway, right? So I'm not keeping all these. Now, the ones that belong to my husband, they will go back in his bathroom. But I am going to give away Liz Claiborne for her, Eastie Miyake for her, Curve for him, and Drakkar Noir. So, in order to be entered into the giveaway, you need to leave me your best scent memory about any one of these fragrances that I have talked about today. And you must be in the United States in order to be entered in the giveaway. So I will choose 4 people to give these 4 fragrances to. Again, Liz Claiborne for her, Eastie Miyake, Drakkar Noir, and Curve for him. So also leave in the comment section which fragrance you would be interested in winning. So thank you guys so much for taking a trip down memory lane with me. This has been fun. This was a long video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you guys again, be blessed and bye for now.